Good evening, everyone. This meeting is being held with the benefit of public notice as required by the Open Public Meetings Act. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Mr. Carabelli?
Here.
Ms. Phillips? Here. Mr. Whalen?
Present.
Mr. Papero?
Here.
Mr. Todd?
Here. Would everyone please rise for the flag salute and the invocation?
I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear God, bless our Hamilton community. May we continue to assist our seniors, encourage our youth, and build all neighborhoods with the love that you taught us. May we also pray for those confronted with despair and loss. May you be their source of hope in these most difficult times. And we, as a government, may we always assist those in need. We make all these things in your name. Amen.
Amen. There has been an amendment to the agenda since the agenda was posted on the website. We are going to be removing CA4 25-184, which was a resolution amending Resolution 25-080 for the Township of Hamilton confirming the fourth round of affordable housing obligations pursuant to PL 2024 C2 and the Fair Share Housing Act NJSA 5227D-302. We have an agreement on our Fair Share Housing Act commitment, but they are still finalizing some of the verbiage on that. So we're going to do that in 2 weeks. We are also adding CA 1625-197, a resolution of the Township of Hamilton in the County of Mercer authorizing the sale of 28,092,000 principal amount of general improvement bonds, Series 2025, and authorizing other matters relating thereto. Can I please have a motion on the amendments to the agenda?
I'll make that motion.
Second. Madam Clerk.
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Papero?
Yes.
Mr. Todd?
Yes.
Next, we have Communications C1 is receipt of documentation for a change in corporate structure to ABC license 1103-32008. Corporate name is 8SABV Inc., trading as Hamilton Super Buy Right. This is a change in corporate officer. C2 and C3 are both joint proclamations recognizing April 2025 as Child Abuse Prevention Month with the theme Powered by Hope, Strengthened by Prevention, and also Autism Awareness Month. Their theme is Celebrating Differences for your consideration.
Can I get a motion to pass Communications C1 through C3?
I'll move C1 through C3.
I'll second.
Madam Clerk?
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Papero?
Yes.
Mr. Todd?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 125-179, a resolution authorizing the issuance of a Hamilton Township Cannabis Testing Laboratory Permit 1103-TL001002. This is trading as Integrated Analytical Solutions. This is for a 1-year term.
Any questions or comments from members of council?
No, sir.
No.
Any members of the public wishing to ask any questions or make any comments on Resolution 1? Seeing no members of the public wishing to comment, can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to close the public comment on Resolution 1 and move on Resolution 125-179.
I'll second the motion.
Madam Clerk?
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Papero?
Yes.
Mr. Todd?
I'm going to abstain due to my work with the New Jersey Economic Development Authority.
Next for your consideration, Resolution 225-180 is a resolution authorizing the person-to-person transfer of alcoholic beverage inactive pocket license 103-33014 from Dahara NV LLC to AAH Lock Inc.
Any questions or comments from council? No. Any members of the public wishing to ask questions or make comments? Seeing none?
I make the motion to close the public comment portion and move Resolution 225-180.
I'll second.
Madam Clerk?
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Reparo?
Yes.
Mr. Ty?
Yes.
Next, for your consideration, we have consent agenda items CA1 through CA16, with the exception of CA4, which was removed.
Any questions or comments from members of council on the consent agenda items?
No, sir.
No, sir.
I just will mention that I want to thank the Babbitt family for their donation on 25-181, two flags, one for the service that was given to the father-in-law and then the father of the gentleman, that's Mr. Babbitt. I don't have his first name here in front of me. If someone has that, I just wanted to acknowledge Earl Babbitt. I just wanted to thank the family and Earl for his donation, allowing us to fly these flags at Veterans Park. And I appreciate his family's service.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments from members of council? Seeing none, I'll open it up to members of the public on any consent agenda item. See no members of the public wishing to ask a question or make a comment, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll close the public comment portion and move consent agenda items CA1 through CA15 with the exception of number 4.
16.
Oh, CA16, my apologies. CA1 through CA16 with the exception of number 4.
I'll second it.
Madam Clerk?
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Reparo?
Yes.
Mr. Ty?
Yes.
Next, we have ordinance 125-004. This is an ordinance to exceed the municipal budget appropriation limits and to establish a cap bank pursuant to NJSA 48:4-45.14. This is first reading and introduction.
Any questions or comments from members of council?
No, sir.
We look forward to going through the budget. We have a series of budget workshops that probably the council president, you were going to highlight. I won't, no, but,
That's the next one.
yeah,
The next one.
yeah, the next one. Yeah, I'm not commenting on this budget, because it's the first time I'm taking a look.
Okay.
Oh, what were you saying?
I'll move on ordinance number 125-00 for first reading and introduction.
Thanks. I just want to check with members of the public.
First reading. No, it's first reading.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Reparo?
Yes.
Mr. Ty?
Yes.
Next, we have Resolution 125-196. This is a resolution of introduction and approval of the calendar year 2025 municipal budget.
And this is the introduction of the 2025 municipal budget that you were referring to, Councilman Carabelli.
Yeah, I can reiterate what I just said if you want.
Yeah, we're gonna be having our budget hearings. We've just received this budget. So the public is welcome to join us April 7th, 14th, 16th, and the 21st. We set a start time of 6 p.m. We're going to be taking a close look at the entire budget, and the public is welcome to join us. So on the resolution, any other questions or comments from, and we'll open it up to the public, any questions or comments from members of the public? Seeing no members of the public wishing to comment, I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make that motion on resolution number 25-196.
I'll second.
Madam Clerk?
Mr. Carabelli?
Yes.
Ms. Phillips?
Yes.
Mr. Whalen?
Yes.
Mr. Reparo?
Yes.
Mr. Ty?
Yes. So that concludes the printed agenda, and we have one person who has signed up. Ellen. Coyote?
Miss Joel, I'm gonna come back. I was just wondering, Catherine, you probably the most in the...
Ellen, I'm sorry, can you start with your name and your address?
I'm sorry, Ellen Coyote, on Seneca Lane,
Thank you.
30 years proud Hamilton resident. I was wondering, was there a date set for when the brush would be picked up in the Sunset Park woods?
I thought that they had cleared that out. So if you recall, there's been some issue with a township property that sits landlocked in between Miss Coyote's property and a few others that are on, they're on Shawnee, right, which is together with them. We had our Public Works crew go out on March 20th and clear the property, and they picked up, from what I understood, they cleaned up all the dead limbs, the tree trunks, and all of the things that happened during the winter months and all of that, because I think the last time they were out there was sometime last fall, if I recall. They also went out 5 days later and then put up the no dumping signs that had been either taken down or faded in years past, so that we're hoping that, but they didn't see any evidence this time of other dumping. This looked like natural falling of the wooded area back there. They gained access through one of the properties on Shawnee, and evidently that resident also cleaned up a little bit in their yard of, on their property, right? Some of the things that, I think they called it, what did he say? His whimsical yard decorations, that he decided to put those away, I think, or clean some of those up. So it should look better. They sent some pictures over. If you want, I can share those pictures with you to see. I don't know if,
I sent pictures that I just took Sunday, and the brush from last year is still there. And a second tree fell sometime in the last month on my next door neighbor behind her fence. That disappeared, and the tree they took down, that fell down several months ago, they just cut up and through there. They came and picked up a lot of that, because I thought I was gonna have to do it all in the smaller branch, so I couldn't take the big trunk. So
Right.
all they seemed to do was take away the 2 trees that had fallen.
okay.
Um,
I'll share with you the pictures that I got, and could you share with me the ones that you took from Sunday, because I'll bring it up with Public Works.
I'm sorry, you should have gotten them. I sent them at 12:32 this morning. Oh, what's today? Yeah.
Who did you send? You didn't send it to all of us?
Who
Yeah, I
did?
did.
I didn't get it. I have my email open.
I didn't get it either, so I apologize.
I just copied and pasted the addresses. Maybe I'll put the addresses back in manually, maybe it'll go through. I
Are they
sent 8
pictures?
Yeah, 8 pictures.
Okay.
And now he's squatting more land behind his property with all kinds of, looks like garden soil, all kinds of big logs, more firewood, so more fuel for the fire. And it's nothing that, I'm sorry, how did you classify it? Things that had fallen down, there was nothing. It's clear, human dumping that they took and they just piled on top of pile. It's a giant brush pile.
Okay, I'd love to see those pictures, because
Mrs.
I'm
Grant, do you
getting
have
a
the
completely different message from our crews,
You have
so.
the email on your phone, or was it on your computer?
I put it on my computer.
If you have it on your phone, I was gonna say, see if you can resend it to us so that we can see it, just so we'll be a little more informed.
Yeah, sure. Is there any way my phone can make that go on this thing?
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
can't do that.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to see what they say was cleanup, because they obviously don't walk into the woods more than 10 feet, because that's where all the brush
I don't know.
pile. And with the last 3-4 weeks with South Jersey being on fire again, and North Carolina when Helena hit, now they're having the fires because all the dead wood that's there is just adding fuel to the fire. So that's what, and then so it's like, if the brush hasn't been cleaned up from last year still, how are we going to really differentiate if he's dumping more? You know, so start going out there with rulers and stuff. And the other number 28, he's starting to throw slates, gray slate slabs back there. So,
Okay.
all right, I'll try to do it while I'm sitting down.
And could
All
you
right.
do me a favor? You said that they put up a sign near your property.
Oh, yeah, thanks, yeah.
Did they put any signs up near the offender's property?
No.
You're
and
sure?
Yeah, I looked, and I forgot to take a picture of the whole thing looking down, but I'll do that too. Even my 2 north neighbors down, he went and looked around, he goes,
Seneca
why is there a sign
Drive
by your
or
property?
Seneca
I said, I
Avenue?
don't know.
Maybe the sign was moved from theirs to yours.
You're on Seneca, is it Seneca Drive?
Seneca Lane?
Lane.
Seneca Lane?
Yeah.
And And so I don't know why, I wish I'd been consulted, because the sign should have been put between the properties of number 7 and number 5. So none of the 3 people dumped their grass back there, and 1 or 2 signs on Shawnee behind 24 and 28. The dumpers. There's no dumping signs back there. They're the dumpers. It was put behind my house.
So,
Well, again, I don't think it was targeted to put near anyone's property, but just on the township property that's there, so it should be visible. And I think they put up 2 signs, but I'm not positive of that either. I can look back at
But it
that.
doesn't problem. It's 3 houses down from him. It's not visible to him, and he could just claim, I never saw it.
I understand, but it's still the law. Ignorance of the law doesn't make it so that it's not a violation. But I'm telling you that the message that I got from our Public Works crews and from the supervisor was that there was no evidence of dumping there. When they went out on March 20th. So we'll get to the bottom of it. I want you to send me what you have so that then I have something to bring to them and say, you know, let's...
Detective O'Hare said the same thing, because he didn't take 1 step into the woods.
Well, he's a
Well-
police officer. He's not a Public Works crew, so he's not going to be there to clean up.
No, he was there to verify that there was illegal dumping going on, and he never set foot in the woods. So it's like, just standing on the mowed property that he mows in the township, you can't have to walk in 10 feet. to see the
Ms.
dumping.
Coyote, you're out of time for now. You're welcome to come back up after
Oh,
other,
that's cool. I don't want
res-
to take any more blood pressure pills.
Oh.
You guys
Well,
understand.
well,
I'm sorry you didn't get the pictures. I was agonizing over which ones to send, and now they didn't, none of them went through. Okay, but thanks. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Thanks for trying to help. I hope we get it resolved.
Yeah, and
We
that's,
will.
technically that's a public park, so whoever's dumping is dumping on parkland.
I agree, and so, but you know,
Yeah, and,
I would-
and
I'll be
and
curious
it's
to
been
see the
addressed,
pictures.
but we need to see
I'll take a
how.
look.
yeah, okay.
Okay. Any other members of the public with questions or comments tonight? Seeing no members of the public wishing to,
No?
fair enough. I'd like to welcome the gallery class from Nottingham tonight. Thank you for joining us. Okay, we'll move to council comments.
I'll be really brief this evening, guys. Thank you all for attending. We're very short this evening, very brief meeting, but wanted to just allude to the dates that Council President mentioned for upcoming budget workshops. They'll be publicized, advertised. I think our first one's the 7th, you mentioned, and the 14th, 16th, and 21st. So they're at 6 o'clock, not 6:30. So feel free, there's going to be specific departments, and I always enjoy the time that we get to speak to the cabinet members about, you know, their department and their vision for that department. Just want to also allude to a great accomplishment by the Thrive Charter School located here in Hamilton Township, formerly TCPA. They won the NJSAA group tournament champions for the state on March 15th, so kudos to them and that squad.
Group 1?
Group 1, I think it is, yeah. So exciting news for them. And also wanted to just mention a really nice article in the Hamilton Post this month regarding the Bauer Sox family across in Shamrock and their 40 years of being established business here in Hamilton Township. Just goes to show you, we have some of the mom and pops, but we also have some of the franchises, so we have a good mix and blend of businesses here in Hamilton. One of the, you know, the convenience of the town really is remarkable. So, and we thank the Bauer Sox for their commitment to Hamilton and the people that they serve. So, thank you.
Great.
Anything else? That's it?
Thank you, Ken.
You want more?
No. Good to see the Nottingham crew here tonight, and shame it wasn't a little longer meeting, but come back to the budget meeting. I'm sure you'll get a lot out of the budget meeting. But as
Get
Mike,
extra credit for that?
as my colleagues say, you know, we look forward, you know, to this time of year where we're going to go over the budget, meet with all the directors, and go over line item by line item in some cases, right, Anthony? And hopefully, we'll get through the budget and be able to present it to the public in a timely manner. And appreciate everybody coming out tonight. So, thank you.
Thank you for coming tonight. We're sorry we don't have more of a better meeting for you. We can keep you listening. We can do questions and answers after the meeting.
Yeah, I'll stay. You're welcome to do all, I'll come up with a quiz.
Run.
Right.
I am a teacher, I mean.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Thank you for the public for coming.
Yeah.
Mrs. Coyote, hopefully we can help remedy your situation once we get those pictures.
Mine's not.
To who?
Mine.
Chuddy?
To me? Oh,
Anthony.
all right, if you got it, share it with us.
As we kick off our spring sports, all the little leagues and soccer, spring football and everything else going on, softball leagues, hopefully they have a good season. We'll be out at all the opening days this weekend, and save the other event for you to talk about. So hopefully everybody has a great season. Have a great night, and we'll see you on Monday.
All right, I'll keep my comments brief. But thank you also, as a Nottingham parent, love to see you guys. And hopefully I'll make it to your class. I'm a teacher, so it makes it very difficult to come. So we'll try to work something out, definitely. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the budget workshops, and I definitely encourage you guys to come back and check out one of those, because you do get to hear directly from our directors and some of the details. But other than that, I don't really have anything else. Just thanks for coming out, and have a good night.
And I'd like to thank everybody for joining us tonight. There's one other event this weekend. It's the Bromley cleanup at the CYO building in Bromley. Do we have the time on that?
I was looking for it, but it's not on my calendar.
I think it's 9 to 12.
9 to 12.
I thought it was in the morning.
And the Environmental Commission has their cleanup coming up, but not the same day. So a couple of cleanups. Spring is in the air. So enjoy the weather. Hopefully we get good weather for the Little Leaguers. And otherwise, we'll see everybody on April 7th. And have a good night.
Rick, you're setting records. I mean, really.